How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on my scionxb. If you're wondering why I'm working on this one here and not the silver one, I'm making this video before I put this one up for sale. There's a couple little bits of reconditioning that I want to do to the car and share with you and follow along kind of on my journey on getting this car ready for sale. Before I get started, if you could do me a huge favor, go and hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, definitely would appreciate it. Also, you can follow my socials, links in the description below on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's go ahead and get started. So, in purpose of reconditioning this car a little bit, I wanted to make things a little bit nicer than they can be to try to obviously get as much value as I can out of the car and also be nice to the next owner. This car was given to me, or I bought the car from a previous Scion owner, so I hope a Scion enthusiast gets this car. But along with driving, there's a couple things that have happened along the way. One of them is because of my frequent road trips, I have a small crack and a couple of chips in the windshield, which I wanted to fix. Now, I've never done this before, but I picked up this right here, is Rain-X windshield repair kit. So I wouldn't really call this a DIY because I've never done this. I'm not a expert, but wanted to document this process and kind of give you a step-by-step while I do this. For those that aren't particularly confident on doing some stuff on their own, this is one of those videos where I'm doing along with you and learning with you. So, yeah. As you find things that I'm doing wrong on this video, this process, leave a comment. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you the chips and cracks in the windshield. Here's the XB. There is this crack here that happened on my last trip. Let me see if the camera's picking it up. There it is. Unfortunately, a rock flew and hit it, and I saw it happen, and nothing I could do about it. So, yeah, this is happened on my last LA trip with the car. And there is a small chip here that's been here forever. This happened locally in town on the freeway. This has not expanded. This has always been like this, and it's been there for a couple years, so I know it's good. It's not going to spread. And the other one obviously has happened more recently. Where'd it go? There it is. You can get the camera, pick it up. And I think there's one more right here that happened recently too. Let me see if the camera can pick it up. Is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on. There it is. Right there. So hopefully this is enough material to take care of it. Obviously, I'm going to try to get the big ones out of the way. And if we have enough material, get the last one. Okay, opening this up. Obviously, you have the directions. You have the suction piece, the center piece, the resin, and then you have these strips, and apparently this is a razor blade. So the first step in the directions is to wipe down, clean the glass areas that you're going to prep and work on, which is, for me, it's going to be this one and then the other one. And then I'll pick right back up after I do that. After you have cleaned the area, it says to do it with a dry towel. I used a little bit of glass cleaner spray on towel just to wipe the area down because it's a little dusty. The car's been sitting outside. It says to center the suction cup over the point of impact, which you can see there. It is pretty center. From there, I'm going to drop this piece in. And what it says to do is to screw it down to where it has a good contact, firm but not overly tight, which to me that feels right about good. You pull this out, and then if you could see there, you can see all the way down to the crack. The next step is to use the razor blade included in the kit, cut the tip off, which I already did, and you're going to drop 3 drops, I believe, 3 to 6 drops of resin repair, depending on the extent of damage. And then from there, you are going to screw the driver, which is this piece, in to create pressure to push into the crack. It says to put this all the way in until it's almost completely in, and then from there check from the inside of the windshield to see how much it's filled. Now they said if the resin isn't going all the way into the crack, this says to use a heat gun from the inside to help, I guess, move the liquid around a little bit. And a check in 4 to 6 minutes. And then after you do that, this is just to keep checking and just repeat the process until the desired result. And if there's any excess, obviously, you can, after it dries, you can use a razor to clean it up and just use a rag to buff it out and repeat the steps as many times as you need. hear air bubbles. Let me take a look inside. So I'll go ahead and let it sit for a few minutes, and then I will remove it and take a look.
Several bad puns later.
Okay, about 6 minutes has passed. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and see how it is. Looks like it's see how it looks. I could tell by the from the inside it is better. It's not 100%, but it's better. Let me go ahead and take the suction cups off, take a look. There you go. Use a towel, buff this out. Looks like I didn't quite do it right. It's better than it was before. It's not a giant chip now, it's a smaller chip. So what I'll probably do is I'll end up doing this again. I'm just going to go ahead and try to center the suction cups right over this main circle right here, and then try to do this again and use whatever resin I have left. So I don't think I have enough to do the other chips, but I want to get this one. This is the major one. So yeah, I'm going to go back and do it again.
A lot of boring math later.
Okay, so I am back. As you can see right here, it is, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's a lot better. I would say this is about 85% of the way there. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it won't fill the little top part. So what I was going to do is I was going to try the other method with the curing strip. So for that, pretty much all you're doing is moving the windshield in direct sunlight, drop a few drops, use the curing strip, put it on, let it sit in the sun, let it cure, and then you use a razor to scrape off any excess residue in about 5 to 10 minutes after it cures. But what I did do is I figured out I had enough resin to try filling in this crack, and from what I could tell on the inside of the windshield, it is actually a bit better, so that's some improvement there. So this stuff, in my opinion, does work. I'm just an amateur at it. Again, this is my first time, but yeah, let me go. I'll show you the results after I'm all finished up.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I am back after finishing the second chip. It is actually right here. I don't know if the camera can see it. There's one little tiny chip here, so I'm gonna try the little film strip method, but this came out a lot nicer than my first attempt. Way nicer. I could barely tell. It just looks like little chips and scratches on the windshield that the car has from just, you know, how much driving it's done over the years. But yeah, this looks really good. You can barely tell. I mean, with the naked eye, if I'm really staring at it, I could tell, but yeah, to most people it go pretty much unnoticed. So yeah, this is a successful round one, or sorry, round two. Round one, not perfect, but this one came out really nice. So yeah, the next thing, like I said, I was gonna do is gonna try the strip method just to fill in. That one I'll probably do it too, is just take a couple drops of resin, put it over the spot. Sorry, just take a drop of resin, just drop it right onto the spot, put the strip out, press it down, and then just leave it sit in the sun for about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how hot it is outside, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna do it to both sides and pull it and then put in the sun and let you know how it goes.
1 winner later.
Okay, I am back. I pulled the car back in. After 10 minutes, I pulled the car back in, removed the strips, wiped it down, used a razor as instructed to help scrape at an angle to get all the excess residue and dried up resin off. And honestly, it came out pretty good. So this one, it's right there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. You could tell there's a little bit of a chip bubble, but it's a lot better than before I did the strip method, just to help cover it up and give it one more layer of resin to protect it. And on this side, virtually unnoticeable. Can't even tell. It's yeah, it's good. So I'll give you my thoughts on this whole process in just a second. Okay, so that was the windshield repair video. In terms of difficulty, I would say this is a 1 or maybe 1.5 out of 10. On a scale of difficulty, again, this is my first time. Obviously, as you could tell in the video, the first crack didn't come out the greatest. Didn't come out perfect, but the second one, after I had a chance at doing it, came out pretty much flawless. So yeah, if I could do it with just following instructions, you can too. Again, this isn't a super technical video. This is for somebody that just wants to learn some basic DIY stuff. I try to make stuff for all ranges of difficulty or mechanical know-how. But yeah, this was really easy, 1.5 out of 10. Pretty happy with the product. Again, first time using it, first time ever doing a windshield chip repair. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, what do you think? Leave a comment down below if there's anything that you think I could have improved upon or something I might have did wrong. I'm always open for suggestion also. I am not a know-it-all. I'm just trying to share everything that I learned with you, and hopefully that you could take away something and learn something good from this as well. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the video. Thank you again so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate you watching. Definitely is fun to make these videos, and I enjoy doing this. Obviously, I'm not trying to become a YouTuber, but hey, some extra side money doesn't hurt, right? Especially in the world we live in now. Until next time, you guys take care. Thanks for watching.